Welcome back to DM Prep. My name is Ian and I will be your DM for today. Today we are prepping episode 24 of the Gilded Troll Plays Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. Hey, that was fast. We got a cheerspiration from Andy and we got a tier 3 sub from J Miller2377. Whoever you are, J Miller, thank you. Thank you for continuing to be here. You've just about bought a room with 11 months on an 11-month streak. Thank you, Andy, for the cheerspiration. Let me just slap that right in. I'm not signed in. That's a problem. I can't edit this. I'm going to take this off. Oh, it just said, okay, you're signed in. Cool. So let's zoom in. Slap that. And I'm logged in as the wrong you. I'm going to take this off screen so you can't see what I'm doing. So I can switch accounts without revealing all of my email addresses. Alrighty, view 200 Posento and throw a cheerspiration. Oh Jesus! I look over and there's like 5 more. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. Oh my God, Andy. Oh my God, Andy. So we've got 1. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Crap, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So another 10. So 17. It was 11 total. Holy shit. I have so much cheerspiration. Every single attack against players is with advantage for the next, 3 sessions. So, back on track. Today we are prepping Scorpion Island. So the heroes have been on the Island of the Fates for the last session. Why not an auto crit? Why not? Jesus, you guys really hate the Odyssey players, don't you? So the players have been on the Island of the Fates for the last session and a half. I think they have another quarter to half session before they leave. They need to figure out what it is that they need to do about Helios's Kajigger. You're just jealous of all the resources they get. They do get a ridiculous amount of resources. Trying to get them to spend them. Got it. Okay, so what you're saying is I need to run combat. It's a good thing that I prepped. So one of the things that I prepped off stream was the Sea of Gore random encounter, which includes a Hydra fight. And I have this guy up here just as a reference for how to move heads around. I think I need to update him because I made this guy bigger. Yeah, I definitely did. Okay, so let's delete him. So this is a reference just for me. He's on the GM layer. But essentially, this guy's going to pop out, and I'm going to throw a bunch of fucking Hydra heads at him. Oh yeah, check this shit out. This is what my Hydra looks like. Bam. So let's turn the overlay opacity up to 100%. So yeah, there's a Hydra. He's got 7 heads right now, which is kind of neat because one of the things the players need in order to craft the magic items. The tattoo of the Eldritch Claw. He needs 8 Hydra teeth from 8 different heads. There's only 7 heads, so if they want that, they need to let it regrow heads. So that's neat. So this is something that I prepped off stream just in case they got past the Island of the Fates last session, which was 2 weeks ago. We're gonna pull up encounters, random sea encounters, Sea of Gore. So that's what this encounter is. It's literally this. This is the whole thing. This is the whole thing. And it's a Hydra. So you sail into a patch of deep crimson water that stretches on as far as the eye can see. Gory chunks of sea creatures, as well as the occasional humanoid corpse, float in the waves. Am I keeping a running list of the materials that the players are looking out for? No, that's on them. That's on them. I do have a spreadsheet of the vast. So this spreadsheet is the vast majority of the items that they're capable of crafting. Let's zoom this to 200 Posento. So this is almost every item that they're capable of crafting. The other items are essentially their epic path items, which I'm hoping they're keeping track of. I would fucking hope so. You know, I think Tim, for the most part, is anytime they fight something, they look at this. The thing is, they need a gallon of blood from a creature that regenerates. I think if pressed, I would say that a Hydra regenerates, and also it's CR8. I'm gonna close that window. Should have done that before. It is CR8, and it doesn't have the regeneration feature, but like it can regain hit points. That counts, and it's CR8, so bam. So if they think, hey, we can get an amulet of health if I steal its blood, then yeah, they could do that. But that's on them. If they don't think to get the blood, they don't get the blood. I think given that the Hydra teeth were made very clear, yeah, it has a regen-like feature. So yeah, they also need 10 giant squid tentacles, which they decided not to buy in Mitros. Spell rot, tattoo, they need like stuff. And then yeah, so those are things that I decided last time. And then, you know, Scorpion Island. So that's what we're prepping today. But essentially, as they're making their way from one island to another, it's going to be a Hydra fight, and that Hydra is going to be hopefully pretty nasty, because it's just gonna lay into like one person. On Discord, Andy, almost 2 hours of Curse Strahd DM prep. I'm a lot terrified. You should be. So yeah, I'll spend lots of Cheerspiration. Am I gonna let their million NPCs aid in the fight? So the like important NPCs, no. Maybe Bullbug. I'll let Bullbug fight. I kind of want to make this a legendary Hydra. You don't remember all the cheers Andy gave him. Not MTG. I want DMD 5e. Lernaean Hydra. Ooh. Oh, D&D Wiki. We're getting out of here. Let's see if there's bigger Hydras. Iron Scale Hydra. Monsters? There's Polukranos from CR19. Holy shit. Maybe not. This isn't an aquatic Hydra. Oh, it's got swim speed. Not Bullbug. Bullbug. Bullbug's gonna die. But yeah, the main point of this fight isn't actually to kill the players. The main point of this fight is actually to kill crew. So I'm actually just gonna have the Hydra like lay into the fucking crew members, which I think I decided are statistically, nope, not Bandit Captain, just regular Bandit. So they've got 12 AC and 11 hit points. This is a Hydra only fight, correct? I wasn't planning on ripping the sail down. It's not a smart Hydra. No using the monsters from the book. Is there a bigger Hydra in here? Like, the book just says Hydra. There's no bigger Hydra in the book, if that's what you're referring to. There's, like, Scylla, but Scylla's a particular thing. Oh, the crazy shark. Oh, the Cetus. Is it the shark? Yeah, it's an enormous shark. Yeah, CR15. They lost half the crew. Holy shit. That's a lot. Yeah, like it's got Cetus and Scylla. Is there art for Cetus? I mean, that's an Ichthys. That's Scylla. Is there art? Oh, there. Oh, Jesus. God damn. Wow. That's terrifying. Shadows. If you weren't a mod, I'd time you out. Just for that comment. Tiamat's kind of a Hydra. Technically, I guess. I'm honestly considering just running Polukranos. Like, Fuck it. Like, he's way bigger than a Hydra. And that is A-okay with me. Well, it has more than one head. Yep, it takes 40 more damage when it dies. Regains 20 hit points for each head regrown this way. Okay. Extra reactions for opportunity attacks. As many bite attacks as it has heads. How about an Iron Scale Hydra? CR12? See, I like that bite attack way better. Like, it's a way bigger bite than just... So this has an average... This has an average of 10 damage, which means that it's possible... Like, it's pretty possible not to kill a bandit, because it literally has to roll a 6 or higher to kill a bandit, which sucks. Whereas the Iron Scale Hydra has to roll 5 or higher on 2d10, which is way easier. When it takes piercing or slashing damage, each creature within 5 feet of it takes acid damage. Noise. So Hydra generally is huge. Iron Scale Hydra is actually gargantuan. I think I'm going to run the Iron Scale Hydra. So this with this takes 35 or more. I'm going to bump this to 20 hit points per head regrown in each way. And it's going to start off with maximum hit points, which is 286. This is going to be like a big fucking deal. Like, this is not going to be a pissant Hydra. We're going to turn the overlay opacity down. So it's 286 and 17 AC. Here's the thing. The players could just decide not to fucking attack it. Yeah, that's a thing they could do. Oh, this doesn't have legendary actions. So that's the reason I wanted Polokronos, was for the legendary actions. But he literally doesn't even have like a legendary bite. Like, he has trampling charge. Like, what? No, I don't want that. So what I want to do is I want to actually grab this guy and make him even bigger. Let's undo that. So I'm gonna grab him. Ooh, I think this guy's already gargantuan. Yeah, this guy's already gargantuan. Like, he's already bigger than a 4x... Like, his body is bigger than a 4x4. But gargantuan is technically 4x4 or larger? Oh, sorry. When I said they might not even attack it, what I meant was that they have the option of, when they find the Sea of Gore, is let's go around that instead of going through it and finding the middle of it and finding the Hydra. So my plan is actually... I am going to make him bigger, though. I want him really big. And now one of his heads should be huge. Yeah. One of the heads is a huge creature. Beautiful. So I'm going to move him back. So I am actually just going to... oh, Jesus. Okay. Maybe not. I was going to, like, rescale each of the heads. But screw it. Do they have any means to fight this away from the ship if they think the crew are in too much danger? Not really. Not really. Essentially, it's... My plan isn't for it to... My plan is for it to kind of pop out of nowhere, attack a bunch of crew on its first turn, and then it's really just it versus them. Because they're probably going to order the crew below decks, and then, like, crew run up this way. These guys are probably going to shoot at it, and they'll get eaten too. But yeah, I'm going to have heads, like, all over the fucking place. And then it's got acid blood, so, like, anytime anyone attacks it, like, yikes. Yeah, so that's the plan. How many heads? So it says it starts with 5 heads. I'm giving it 7. Maximum hit points, 7 attacks per turn until it starts losing heads. Already hearing a few nat 20 guiding bolts. Yeah, that's why I gave it 286 hit points, and I might actually give it more as the session goes on, just in case. Oh, so here's a trick that I wanted to share with you guys. So you might notice that this entire fucking area is red as hell, and the reason for that is that I added this guy, which is a little... it's an invisible pixel. That's the image. I gave it a 0-foot white aura so that I can see it. Then I gave it a 400-foot red aura, which makes everything red. So if I turn this off, everything goes back to blue. And then if I make it red, weep. And then in order to make that work, I had to actually Photoshop the ship out. Oh, the ship is a token, isn't it? So I Photoshopped the ship out of the map. So I have just a ship token. And then the ship actually has to be on the token layer so that it can be in front of this, because you can't put an aura on the map layer. So I wanted something in front of, I wanted the ship to be in front of the red aura. When you make a beast bigger or smaller, do you have a personal system on how to bump up or down stats and HP, or do you just do what you want with it? So changing the size of a creature, I just make it bigger. Like, whatever. If I want a creature to be a paragon of its species, which is kind of what I'm doing with this Hydra here, past just making it bigger, I will take its hit point expression and maximize it. So instead of the average of 11d20, which is how you derive this 181, the average of 11d20 is 115.5. So that gets rounded down to 115. You add the 66, you get 81. Instead of taking that average, I just maximize this. So 11 times 20 is 220. Add 66, I got 286 hit points. That's how I got that. And then I decided that, he is gargantuan. He's already gargantuan at 4x4. I wanted him bigger than that, so I made him even bigger, and now he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7x7. He big boy. So that's what I wanted to do. So this is an encounter that I already prepped for last session, but I've just now decided that it's different. Yay! So I'm gonna make a new notes file. So this is 2020-12. 26, I think, is our session. Yeah, 26. 2020, 12, 26. As they sail from Island of the Fates to their next destination, run the Sea of Gore encounter. Instead of a Hydra, it's a maximum HP Iron Scale Hydra. Cool. That's my first note. So let's go to Scorpion Island, because I don't want to be here for another hour, because I've already been DM prepping for 2 hours and I'm kind of losing my voice a little. Hey, Brahm, the Nat One digital artist, wanted to pass by and say hi before we go to sleep. Thanks for saying hi. Good thing you're not referencing Tromocratus or Slarkrithel. No, those are Krakens, but in general, there's some interesting creatures. Yeah, I know about Slarkrithel. I don't know about Tromocratus. I don't really know a whole lot about them. Makes me long for the 3D printed days. Yeah, I would really like to make a big mini. Hey, Joshua Nitsuki, how's it going? Merry Christmas, everybody. 7x7 is Gargantuan plus, so Colossal. 5th edition doesn't have Colossal, but in earlier editions, I know the 4th edition, Colossal was anything that was 6x6 or larger. So yes, this would be Colossal by that definition. Not a thing in 5th edition. So, Scorpion Island. What are we doing with Scorpion Island? So the big thing, first of all, I want to make sure that I don't have dynamic lighting on this map. I'm just going to turn it on and then off again. And then on the Island of the Fates, the Cave of the Fates map is the one. I'm going to turn dynamic lighting off as well. So I have noticed that our streams are a little stuttery. Yeah, my mouse is totally smooth. It's just the webcam that's stuttery. It's garbage. I've noticed our streams are stuttery. Our D&D streams are stuttery, and I think it's because I have hardware acceleration enabled in Chrome. So I'm going to turn off hardware acceleration, which means that I cannot have dynamic lighting on it anyway. So I'll be turning dynamic lighting off, at least for this session, so that I can turn hardware acceleration off, and hopefully that'll fix the damn thing. Hey, look, dynamic lighting's on Scorpion fucking Island, because that makes sense. Let's turn that off. Oh, yeah, sorry, Andy, I probably should have said something about that. Yeah, not planning on using dynamic lighting anytime soon, because it's tanking our streams. I am planning on building a new computer for the stream. I'm also looking into a way to run Roll20 on a computer separate from the computer that's running the stream. Don't know if that's going to work. I would be using a capture card to add it. It's a little funky, but I'm going to try it. We're going to see what happens. I'm trying things, and in the meantime, the thing that I need to do is turn off hardware acceleration, because I think Chrome is tanking our shit. Because that's what Chrome do. So, Scorpion Island. What is Scorpion Island? Scorpion Island is an island that has a bunch of centaurs on it. It's got a bunch of scorpions on it. It's got some Arisians on it, too. It is a very big, important story beat for Scorpius, specifically because Scorpius is... one day I'll just Mission Impossible the entire stream. I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, 3 million screens. Got it. Yeah. That would be really cool. It's kind of funny because I'm planning on having Roll20 literally running on the same monitor, but running from a different computer, and then the stream from that monitor, like the data to that monitor, is going to be split to the monitor and to the capture card, and then from the capture card to the streaming computer, and then the streaming computer just picks it up off the capture card, so that the streaming computer just sees, you know, data coming off a capture card. It doesn't have to actually process the frames or anything like that. But it's alternatively, I'd rather just get a really powerful computer, which I'm planning on doing, but all the video cards are out of stock right now. So anyway, Scorpion Island is a very large story beat for Scorpius. It is essentially where the mystery of his curse is going to get blown wide the fuck open, I think, maybe. And honestly, I don't think I need any maps for this. I don't plan on needing any maps for this. If they do end up in a fight, it's going to be against a single Gynosphinx, who has lair actions, who has legendary actions, but, you know, for the most part, isn't super, like, map tactical kind of meh. As a lair action, she can, like, teleport you to another plane of existence. Fuck that. Why would I do that? When I can do this. Oh, here we go. You can become 1d20 years older or younger. And then, so my plan is that I'm in the same boat as with wanting to do a total. Oh, yeah. I would like to get a new computer for streaming, because, like, I have a computer that's powerful enough for VR, but only just. And then I have a computer that's powerful enough for streaming, but only just. So I want to get a computer that's powerful for, like, VR streaming, and, you know, more so. I'm waiting for GTX 3060s to come back in stock. Anyway, so, you know, this entire island is 3.5 pages long. The cursed one has a whole thing, and basically, there's really only like 3 major encounters to have here. There's literally 2 locations. So when they land, they're going to, you know, there's bonding ritual, whatever. Oh, I see. That's not an encounter. Here we go. Encounter Arisian warriors. So as they come ashore, change the overlay. Good call. Good call. Good call. Campaign selection, Odyssey. All right. Yeah, So Odyssey is going to be our next stream, so definitely need to change that. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. So the first thing they're going to come across when they come ashore is 3 athletic humans wearing scarlet red cloaks and bronze braziers. You recognize them as Arisian warriors. And they essentially just stand there sage-like, staring into the distance, waiting for their aspirants to come back, and they you know, they don't really have a whole lot to say. You know, there's some details that, you know, they could get out of them, like, you know, the customs and history of the Scorpion tribe. That's things the players already know. They literally have a Scorpion tribe centaur with them. But then, you know, as they're making their way across the island, unless they literally beeline the tower, they're going to come across a band of centaurs who are literally... so it's called Band of Centaurs, but it's actually Arisian warriors fighting 3 giant scorpions. And Yeah, they're not doing great because they were supposed to fight one giant scorpion and they were immediately ambushed by two more. And they'll die within 2 rounds unless the heroes come to their aid. So if the players decide to actually, go help, I'm literally just going to slap them on generic. I should probably delete everything on this map. Just going to delete everything on this map. I'm just going to slap... Ooh. I'm going to slap them on generic, and then... Is Scorpius recognizable as Arisian? His clothes are still Arisian, so yes. Does that play into his reception by the centaurs and the Arisian monks? So he wears the clothing of an Arisian aspirant. He never actually went through the trials, so they would regard him probably as a delinquent. That's a very good question. They would probably recognize him as an aspirant and never having gone through the trial, and they'll be like, go kill a scorpion, you dumbass, go. Bring me a scorpion and you'll pass your trial. And that might actually make Scorpius think, wait, can I just do that and then break my curse? And, he might actually go try to do that, and it won't work. That won't break his curse. This should not have dynamic lighting. Let's turn that off. So yeah, if the players decide to help, warrior monk. Nope, not that. There we go. Warrior monk. There's 6 of these. They have 3 giant scorpions surrounded, but they're not doing great. Let's move them in a lot. I don't know how big giant scorpions are, actually. Giant scorp. They're large, okay. So no one's within 5 feet of a giant scorpion, but they're all within 10 feet of a giant scorpion. This guy's got to go here, which means this guy's here, this guy's here. So they've got him surrounded, but they're badly outmatched. And then 4 rounds later, a band of 12 centaurs arrives, which would, sweep things. Oh, I love sit-stand desks. So I got right here. The motor's very loud, otherwise I'd show it off. I am losing my voice something fierce. So I'm going to try and get through this very quickly. Just sucking down water, trying to not lose my voice. So the big things here are that, once they have some role play outside of the tower, they're going to go to the Tower of the Lotus Witch. There's not a whole lot to do on this island. There's no way to fly into the tower. The only way to get in is to walk through the flowers. It does weird shit. Sun zips across the sky, and 3 days pass, but nothing actually happened. No time actually passes. There's a one-way door into the tower. There's a bunch of infants and toddlers on the ground floor of all kinds of races. They're all victims of the Sphinx. So here's the thing. I'm planning on this being Folon's exit. And I'm going to be using this lair action to make Folon. I'm literally just going to roll 1d20 and just get a 20. And I'm just going to make him 20 years younger, so he'll be 6 years old. Or no, I said Folon is 37, so that would make him 17. That's still too old, so I'll have to hit him twice. Hey, we got 750 bits from Josh. Thanks for the bits, Josh. Joshua. Yeah, you wanna give some stuff to people. You got 7 cheers or 2 cheers and a take 20. You can give them out to any player. Usually, the group for which I'm DM prepping, but any group, any player, or me. It's up to you. So inside the tower, there's a bunch of children. 5-year-old boy named Leander. So my plan is for DM boost. Hell yeah! I'm gonna take a take 20 off of that. Oh, it was 2 cheers pose and a take 20, because Folon gets reduced to a broody centaur with acne. Then to a small child struggling to stand. Exactly. Yeah. Merry Christmas to the DM. Hell yeah. Let's murder some bitches. So my plan is to essentially age Folon down to the point where he's no longer usable in combat. and no longer, like, he can't have a bonded rider, but I think the players are going to probably kill the Lotus Witch at some point anyway. Thing is, lair actions don't have any visible effects, so I think she's going to start the fight by using a lair action. I'm also going to maximize her hit points. She's going to have 208, just like the Hydra did, just to give her a little bit more survivability. She's going to start the fight with greater invisibility. She'll spam shield if they manage to hit her despite the invisibility, which, I mean, they can do with an auto crit, which, okay. But yeah, she's essentially just going to spend the fight not attacking them. She's just going to she's going to spend the fight defending herself while she throws a bunch of time dilation at them. So my question is, what is Folon's con save modifier? Not good. Centaur Druid. I need Centaur Hero. He's got +4. So he has literally a 50-50 chance to make the con save. I'm wondering if I should actually conspire with Jesse to deliberately fail it. He rolls everything in beyond 20. Well, I'll think about that. Conspiring with players to make story things happen is always fun. I do like doing that. You can't fly into the tower. You'll get struck by lightning. You walk through the flowers. You go inside the tower. There's a windowed staircase. There's 7 windows. Each one looks out to a different place. One of them says another world. / roll 10. Yeah, basically. Yeah, could do that. What if there's some reason that Folon's roll that would disadvantage for the save? I don't know if I could justify that. What you could do is I could give her Mind Sliver, which would end up giving him a -D4 to his save. And that's an int save for Mind Sliver, and he has +0 int saves. And let's just say she's got DC 16, so he has a 25% chance of saving against Mind Sliver. So, like, she would use Mind Sliver on him to give him disadvantage not disadvantage, but -D4 on the saves. That could work. And that would, if I combine that with conspiring with Jesse, we could use that to make things happen. Make it reasonable that Folon's the one getting murdered by it. You could Bane everyone as a lair effect. Could do that. Or I could just have her cast Bane, and then Bane is a charisma saving throw. Could you also have her tower to be repellent to centaurs? No, because there are centaurs downstairs. I mean, I could change that, but no, I want Folon to go in so that he can have his age reduced, so that he would be unable to continue being an NPC. It's a dozen Cheerspirations from Andy for 1 DM prep. Exhaustion, Bane, Mind Sliver, Bestow Curse. So in order for Exhaustion to work, it would need 3 levels of Exhaustion. So Bane is a charisma save. What is his charisma save mod? +1. So I could throw a Bane at 3 of them. Well, no, because I want her to be concentrating on greater invisibility. So Bane's not really... I could make Bane a lair effect. I could do that. That could work. And then she uses her legendary action to cast Mind Sliver, and then she can't, fucking cantrip, like on her turn, cantrip Mind Sliver, if the first one misses. So, and she if they decide to attack her, because when they go in, she's not immediately going to attack. She's going to, why have you disturbed my contemplations? And they're not. I don't think they're going to get what they want out of her. And how do they leave? After answering any questions, she'll send the heroes on their way. They'll reappear outside of the tower and will be unable to gain entry ever again. If the heroes attack her or fail to answer her questions, she attacks them. Weapon effect, auras. I don't know. Like I think the easiest way to get the full on to get de-aged is to conspire with Jesse, and I don't have to tell Jesse like this is what's going to happen. I'll just tell him, hey, when in the next session, if I ask everyone to make a con save, when Folon rolls, flub it. That's it. Or I could just let the dice fall the way they fall and assume that Folon's going to have crap con saves. And then, to minimize the effects of this on everyone else, I can just roll, I rolled a 20 for Folon, and then Helios, you are 7 years younger. And then Helios goes, okay, I'm 300, so who gives a fuck? Age doesn't really matter for anyone except Scorpius. So I'll just say, hey, Scorpius, I'm going to choose younger, and I got 3. Okay, you're 3 years younger. What is the Lotus Witch's goal outside of the party's goal? The Lotus Witch's goal is to just be, honestly. She is an exile from the Island of Time. Is that described? Is that described anywhere? Hope Timberly doesn't bring the dragon. I actually kind of hope he does bring the dragon, because that would allow the Lotus Witch to age it up, and then he could get a young dragon. That'd be pretty cool. Lotus Witch listens for a while, interrupts, and asks if they're aware of the history of Thylea. She explains it's important to know history, won't be doomed to repeat history's mistakes. I wonder if you deserve to be transformed into infants like my children downstairs. Can randomly age with grouped effect by age range rolling versus just 1 year's aged advance. Not fun. Literally just reading my copy along here. I'm trying to figure out why the party would even need to fight with her. So the reason that they would fight with her, they would have to fight her, is if they get the answers to her riddles wrong, which I think I'm gonna. So it says she has 4 questions, and I was literally just gonna go with these 4 because the Mirmikis have never come up. Use monster's charisma for 5-foot aura range, have it auto effect, but roll for a number of targets. Not sure I understand. Monster's charisma for 5 foot. Yeah, I'm not following. Would the Lotus Witch's magic still have the mental staggering effect of the potions? I don't know. Wouldn't aging the Lotus Witch, aging the dragon, work a lot like the way Acastus is aging his dragon? Yeah, it would. It definitely would. It would work pretty much exactly the same way. I don't know if it was last session or after last session, but Tim actually. So Tim is one of those people who just knows everything about everything. And when they were positing like what the hell was that blood, the potions of aging that they found in Acastus's medicine cabinet, Tim actually posited that might be the blood of a Gynosphinx, because Gynosphinx have this ability to age or de-age people. But he doesn't know that a Lotus Witch is a Gynosphinx, I don't think, unless he's reading the book, but I doubt that. I hope not. So yeah, I don't think that the party would fight her unless they want more out of her that she's just not willing to give them. If we want the campaign to continue, come negotiate the hero's release and restoration. I kind of want her to like defeat the entire party and reduce them all to infants and children. But there's literally no universe where that happens. Like, they're level 9, she's CR 11. She does not have the DPR. She cannot. She has nothing available to her that would allow her to meaningfully murder the party. So I kind of just want her to spam these. 5 feet per con mod. Auto effect from layer. Centered from creature. Roll random. D for number of targets. Next target's in combat. Ah. Okay. So is that... Okay. So it's a layer action. So the issue with adding like these layer actions is that I kind of want her to be spamming. So it says, oh, Sphinx can't use an effect again until it finishes a short or long rest. Ew. Ew. Okay. She can... Oh. Which spell can return the caster and up to 7 other creatures. Okay. So she could actually just use this one and say everyone's 10 years younger. Eat a dick. I don't know how that works. Like, are they just aged? Or do the last 10 years of their life stop existing? I don't know. Should get area effect age, but when they leave they return appropriate age. So I want the age change to be permanent because I want Folon to just not be an adult anymore. I don't know if this is a good plan. I don't know if this is the time to get rid of Folon. I think maybe what I should actually do is have a conversation between Folon and Scorpius on the boat and talk about how like they're maybe not super compatible and they kind of just latched on to one another quickly. And then once they meet Nessa, Folon already knows Nessa, and Folon and Nessa are old friends. They decide to leave the island together to find riders. And yeah, desperation of curses, etc. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, I think I might literally just have Folon break up with Scorpius, and then like take his chances with the curse. Oh, that's the reason that the players wanted to kill the Lotus Witch is because of the curse. That's why they wanted to kill her. Because killing her presumably will end her curse on the Scorpion tribe. But can you break the oath? Yeah, so breaking that oath literally just ends your bond, which puts Folon on another 30-day timer to find another bonded rider. But he would literally just hop on a boat with the Eresians who are already here and head back to the mainland to find another rider. Which is exactly what the Scorpion tribe does. Like, they just hop on a boat with Eresians in the hopes of finding a rider. Which is what Folon did however long ago before he had his first rider. So yeah, the Sphinx will not fight to kill, only to incapacitate. If she's reduced to half hit points, she'll use her lair action to shift all the combatant heroes and herself to one of the realms on the other side of the stairwell windows. You choose which one. Oof. Anyone going through the window will be approached by a detachment of 6 Mezzaloths and a Nikoloth. Maybe she just starts the fight with that. She goes, she casts greater invisibility. Actually, I like that a lot. Scorpius is the only one that needs information from the Lotus Witch. Yes. So I actually like that a lot. So she uses this to age people down. She uses this to age people down again. I'm going to ask... yeah, Scorpius is the only one who actually needs info from her. He needs his Epic Path info. He was told that the Lotus Witch can tell him about his curse. And we're going to go to intro, running the adventure, preparing the adventure, running Epic Paths, the cursed one. Meeting the Lotus Witch. She reveals the magic of the curse originates on Typhon Island only by going there and diving into its volcanic heart. will the cursed one be granted their wish. But to do so, they must possess a magic item powerful enough to protect against a fiery death. And that's the Belt of Fire Giant Strength. He was sent to Scorpion Island just over 5 years ago. Trying to figure out how old Scorpius is, because he's easily the youngest in the party. And just saying, yeah, everyone's 10 years younger. He's apparently like 21-ish. So he would turn 11 if he's just minus 10 years. Yeah, I don't know if this plan of getting rid of Folon with the Lotus Witch is a good idea. I think Folon's just going to break up with him and go back to Nessa. Or if they kill the Lotus Witch, actually, I like this better. They kill the Lotus Witch and Folon goes, okay, so I don't want to say I was using you, but let's be real. If you want them to age, then have them interact with and her purposely target the player, stripping away the years 1 by 1 per word up to the max. Some villains need no other special reason than to flex to keep other players at bay. Yeah. Villains grab nuts with vice grips if it's time, no questions. Yeah, so she's not really a villain. Like, she's a dick to the centaurs, but she kind of just wants to be left alone. So she's totally happy to just give them what they want and send them on their way. Could she conceivably provide more info about the Nether Sea? I think so. What can she, like, what questions can she answer? What can they actually learn from her? I don't know. She'll answer any 5 questions. She knows everything there is to know about Thylea and its history. She is, however, forbidden to reveal what happened to the dragons by the Oath of Peace. So she knows everything about Thylea and its history. So, yeah, she can answer anything that isn't specifically forbidden by the Oath of Peace. So that's cool. Yeah, so I like this a lot better. So I'm expecting the players to kill her. To try to kill her. And then, so she'll use her lair actions and whatnot. And once she's, honestly, I think she'll just start, like, I don't think she needs the lair actions for the most part. She'll just shift everyone to Hades. And then they'll get wandered in on by 6 Mesaloths and a Nikoloth, which is Mesaloth, Nikoloth. The questions she asks are awesome spots for a hook. Yeah. So the thing is, I kind of want to make sure. So it says, feel free to choose simple questions you know your party can easily answer. So I don't want it to be anything that they don't already know. Because if they get it wrong, she won't answer the questions. And I want her to be able to answer the questions. So yeah, Mesaloth. Oh, it's I was thinking Arcanoloth when it said Nikoloth. But yeah, a CR9 and 6 CR5s, like that's a threat, especially since they have fucking Cloud Kill. Like that could get bad. So she's gonna stay greater invis. If she's slain, she lives, but lets them know the content they could have known is gone forever. Departs unscathed. No, I think she'll just die. The existence of the Mermikis has not come up yet. No, nor has the name Teleus came up once. So they might be able to guess because they know Teleus is the Titan of Craft. That's like the only thing they know. The City of Sirens was actually mentioned like 2 sessions ago. You can run like the Sphinx from Qualish where they need to stump her. I didn't like that. I ran that in I did run that in Qualish. They did get that far. I didn't really enjoy it. Did they actually get... I know they got to that Sphinx. But I can't remember how that even went. But I do remember it being kind of a nothing burger. I like just running this from the book. She could leave Folon and Hades. So I'm expecting her to die in Hades, which if the party kills the Sphinx, will be transported back to the tower. once they kill her, they can take her stuff. So, yeah, I do remember they died quickly after the Sphinx because they drew cards from the deck. But I think what bums me out about the lore in this book is all those amazing stories in the appendix section that don't have a good way of being brought up. I have brought up a few of those stories in the appendix section. But yeah, there's a lot of those that just like, how do I bring this up? If she dies, do they gain the info elsewhere, like in the lair or on a person, or is it just lost to them? So the info would be pretty lost to them. I would say that if they... so the only info that's vital for them to get here is that the curse originates in the island of Typhon and that they need to dive into the thing. What they could do is they could cast Legend Lore on the Belt of Fire Giant Strength. And I could even... is anyone actually capable of... it's a cleric spell, so Alaris can cast it. So I could literally give them ivory strips and incense if they kill the Lotus Witch without learning about Scorpius's curse, they find ivory strips and incense as per legend lore in the tower, so that they can cast it on the Belt of Fire Giant Strength. So yeah, that's the only info that's vitally important right here. But she is able to give them answers to other stuff. So if they're able to, answer her riddles and, they think to ask these questions, they can get, a bunch of info out of her. And then if they're not happy with the info they've gotten, then they can fight her. So one of the questions they ask will obviously be about Scorpius's curse. She will not volunteer the item, but if they ask about it, she will offer to give it to them. Would you bother with a tower battle map, or it's not worth the effort? It is not worth the effort, I don't think. Especially since she's going to use her lair action on round 1 to take them to Hades. So I'm just going to put them in a random fucking... Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up my Avernus maps. Because I plan on taking them to Hades, So we're going to create a new page. We're going to call it Hades. Where we at? Island of... The fuck is... There's Scorpion Island, Jesus. Right here. What's a good map? Avernus Wasteland 3? How's that look? Sounds good to me. It's 10 megabytes, though, so I need to shrink that a bit. Whoa, that's big. Don't need to be that big. It's 5,000 by 5,000. That's insane. So we're going to scale that to 3,500 by 3,500. Whoops, not layer. I want image scale image. 3,500 by 3,500. Scale. Map unnecessary. Positional with single target of 1 point. Yeah. So the only reason that I'm using a map for Hades is because it's going to be the players and the Lotus Witch invisibly and the Mesoloths and the Nikoloth. So let's upload that. That's going to tank my fucking bitrate, I'm sure. I'm sitting pretty at 3,600. That's cool. And I already know that's 3,500. So let's make this 50 by 50 squares. So 3,500 by 3,500. Save settings. Go over to there. And then once that's ready, I can just slap the map in there. And then bam, I've got a map that is Hades. And dynamic lighting is on, even though it said it wasn't. So we're going to turn that on, and then back off. I'll turn down my cloud. There we go. So once this is uploaded, I can drop that map in there. I have a map for Hades, and it will look a little bit nicer than just generic map. And then I can even prepare the Mesoloths and Nikoloths if I want. So yeah, so she will offer to give it to them if they can answer a 5th question, Myrmiki's question. So if they get the Myrmiki's question wrong, then she says, okay, well, you don't get the item. You still have, more questions, so feel free to ask. And then they'll probably take that as, well, now we need to kill her so we can get the thing. Like, I really want the thing. I gotta get that. I gotta get that thing. So yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'll set this up off stream. I'm losing my goddamn voice, and I don't feel like waiting for Roll20 to finish and upload because it takes forever. Oh, cool! It tanked my bitrate. That's neat. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for the bits, Joshua Neats Wiki. Thank you for the subs. Yeah, I will probably be making some green tea with honey when I'm done here. And if you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you're watching this on Twitch, please check out our YouTube. We have every single stream we've ever done. We're coming up on 250 videos. If you're watching us on YouTube, check us out on Twitch. We're live 4 days a week, including on Thursdays. I do this DM prep live at 6 p.m. EST. If you want to see the session that I just prepped, you can check us out live on Saturdays when we play Odyssey of the Dragon Lords at 4 p.m. EST. Or you can check us out on Sundays for Curse of Strahd at 1 p.m. EST, or Mondays for Rime of the Frost Maiden at 6:30 p.m. EST. Thank you everyone for being here. Please check out our Discord, our Twitter, our Instagram, all the things. All the links are down below. If you're on Twitch, they're in the About. If you're on YouTube, they're in the description. If you're on Twitch right now, you can just click in the chat. Yeah, thank you everyone for being here, and hope you guys have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.